What's up guys, J.R. Raymond back again, coming to you from Waterford Lanes here in Waterford Township, Michigan, home of BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center. This is my new home. This is where I'm going to be every single day. You're going to see all the videos coming from here. Unless I'm on the road, you may see some on the road as well, but this is now my pro shop along with Greg Krantz. We have partnered with Lee and Krista Sant to create the ultimate pro shop experience for you, the bowler. So if you're in the Michigan area, even if you're outside of Michigan, it's probably worth the trip to come get some training done out here on the lanes. We're gonna have all kinds of cool stuff that's going to help the average bowler, or even the better bowlers, to get that much better to reach your goals. So come see us over here at 7100 Cooley Lake Road in Waterford Township, 48327. I don't know how I even remembered that already, but I did. But today we're gonna go out on the lanes and we're gonna take the incite and we're gonna match it up against, like, let's say the reality. I wanna see the difference between the incite and the reality up against each other. So we're gonna take it out here on a beat up league condition that's been used a little bit yesterday. They oiled them yesterday, and then we had open bowling and other stuff out here. So we're going to see what it's got out on the transition, you would call it, and see what they've got against each other here in a minute. Stay tuned. All right, we're gonna take this reality, and I mean, you already seen it from the right part of the lane. So we're gonna start further left because we know we've just got so much traffic in here. But we wanna see the difference between the incite and this ball further left on the lane. So we're gonna go where we finished and where the reality struck and see if it'll do the same thing here. I haven't thrown a shot in a few minutes, so I might be a little stiff, but that's all right, we're gonna try it anyway. That's close. Yeah, so that looks pretty good in there. You get it to roll off the spot. It still reads early, but it's not crazy. Like, I don't want to compare it to the volatility. The volatility was strong and crazy too, but I think the volatility was still overall stronger. But now let's take a look at the incite. All available on BowlerX.com. Also, here at Waterford Lanes, inside BowlerX Pro Shop and Training Center. So we're going to try and throw this one in a similar area and see what the incite does. It should be overall weaker, but maybe it might have a little bit more pop down lane. Yeah, definitely more pop. So you can already see the big difference between this and, say, something like that proton physics that we compared to the reality before. So that's a cool little 1-2-3 punch right there. Just off of that one shot that I've thrown, you can see the proton physics is a step down from the reality. And then when the reality doesn't quite finish, I bet you this incite is going to be the ball to go to. So I'm going to go further left again. And see, now I'm going to look at, let's just look at 22, we'll probably hit 23 or 24 because of the steepness of the angle. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, so I was trying to use up too much energy there. Didn't quite, I mean, I got it a little bit further right than I wanted it. But it didn't pick up like the first one. The first one picked up really nice. Almost 9-pinned. So let's see if the reality picks up from there and keeps going. Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, I meant to be slow. That thing just hooks. This ball hooks a ton. So there, maybe the incite burned up and doesn't continue from there, whereas the reality continued to go left when it saw that friction. So I'm going to shut my angle down and see if that helps. I'm going to stand in the same spot. I'm going to look one left, which should change it to left down lane. Maybe get away from all that extra hook and get into the puddle of oil a little bit. just like that. So that's much better. So that one holds the line better and goes through the pins. So that's what we like to see. You know, and I know a lot of people are going to look at this and they're going to be like, oh, you know, the ball's deflecting, you know, it's too strong, it's not going to go through the pins, it doesn't look right, it's not driving through the 8-pin, you know, because they like to see that real strong kick down there. Honestly, I don't care as long as the ball strikes. I could care less what the ball is technically doing if the ball is striking. Because sometimes there's places that you can do everything right in and the ball won't strike. It won't strike no matter what you do. It looks perfect, it still won't strike. And then when you throw the off hits, all the off hits strike. So I'm gonna try to throw the incite in the same area and see if it finishes high flush like it did before. Didn't. I mean, it got through there a little bit better than the reality, but it still picked up enough and got through the pins. See, that's that little bit of an off hit. You know, light swisher zone that you can throw the pins around and you don't have to go high flush and you don't have to drive the ball straight through the 8 and the 9. So now I'm going to move a little bit further left again. So that's 5 more left. So now I'm going to move. So this is going to be a 5 and 2. I'm going to have to slow down and get it over the dry. Let's see what it does. Yeah, see, it's that same thing again. When I get it to the right over there, it doesn't want to come off of it. And I bet you the reality overhooks from there. So I have to move my eyes further left again. I'm going to throw that one again. And I'm going to move my eyes further left. Move my eyes further left, move one left again and see if it'll make the difference. That's the difference. It's just the oil. You got to keep it in the oil. All right, so same thing with the reality. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see the reality flat 10 from there. But, I mean, I've been wrong many times before. I could be wrong again. Let's find out. Nope, it picked up and it just went. It went through the pins hard. Wow. And there we go, another good comparison there, and you could see how much stronger down lane the incite was than the reality. The incite really picked up down lane, but it wasn't nearly as strong in the first, let's say 30 feet of the lane. That reality was just earlier and overall stronger, but the incite was a pinch cleaner and gave you a little bit more pop down lane. So I think they were fairly similar overall strength-wise, but you could definitely see a shape difference at the back of the pattern. So we've got them here in stock. We've got the incite here, $154.95, and then the reality, again, you saw that already, $174.95 in stock here at Waterford Lanes at BowlerX Training Center and Pro Shop. We have them also over at BowlerX.com. There's going to be a link in the description. So make sure to go get yours and come get yours and order yours and bring it here, and we'll drill it and we'll take care of you. Get you out on the lanes, do what you need to do to become a better bowler and get that right ball reaction for you. So until next time, guys, we're going to get out of here. We'll see you later.